Well, my anger has subsided from the Poconos with great help from my son, Oliver, who pitched the last 2 innings of the game today and and won the game. And it was a tremendous feeling. Obviously, a little despair because I had a bad day at the Poconos. More despair because I missed the games to begin with. But obviously very happy that he won, and I'm on my way there now. I can assure you, it's very hard to get there faster than I was going. But it took me about an hour to simmer down after the races today at the Poconos. Just the way it is. That's how this game, you'll be walking on cloud nine one day and on the bad end of a beating, it feels like, the next day. And unfortunately, that's the way the game goes. So I want to talk about the aged horses. We had a pretty good week all around. There are some horses. The first horse on this list there's a number of horses we still have to continue to polish up, find the right place or find the right something and get them, gelled back together. To start the list is Atlas Hanover. Here's a horse that is a good horse, but is not racing very good right now, and that is, maybe that's a mistake. Sending the horse, for me to send the horse back to Ontario, maybe he wasn't a good fit for Mohawk. Maybe he wasn't a good fit for Georgia. Maybe he's just not good right now. But there's always good horses there. And a horse like J.K. Mickey Mantle and how good he raced today is an example of, they don't disappear. Like, the Atlas Hanover isn't going to turn into a pig overnight. Something is going on, and we just have to find it, fix it, get him back on track, and we will. That's what we do. So Atlas Hanover, kind of on Skid Row right now, but he's sound. He's not lame, he's not sick, he's not bleeding, he's not tying up. We should be able to get this guy back going on the straight and narrow. Next, so I'll tell you another little story. I'm driving down this, so this is all after the Poconos. I'm simmering down, I'm saying, all right, I'm going to get some gas. I see a sign, Starbucks, on the off-ramp, like at the service center, which is rare. I'm like, oh, maybe my day's starting to come around. I pull in, I'm gassing up, I go through the Starbucks drive-thru. I notice there's a ton of people outside. Was there something going on? Yeah, some idiot pulled the fire alarm. Everything's closed in the there's no fire, there's no nothing. Everything's closed inside. No Starbucks for Anthony. So I'm driving down the road. The next Starbucks is 20 miles, and I'm not going way off the highway to get one. If it's close, I'll stop. 4 minutes off the highway, I get off. It's 7:58. It closes at 8. I walk in, and they see me coming. What's worse than that? You work somewhere, and some goof comes in 2 minutes before closing. I look at the girl. She looks at me. She goes, "I'm sorry." I said, "I don't want to be that guy, but I'm driving to Canada right now. I would literally take a cup of toilet water if you gave it to me in a Starbucks cup right now. Just sprinkled some coffee on top or something." She goes, "Well, we do have some iced coffee left." And I don't even like coffee. I know you guys see me drink a lot of lattes and stuff, but I would never go anywhere and say, "Hey, give me a coffee." I'm just not that guy. This is nice coffee. I don't know what you put in it. It's nowhere near what I would never go and order this again, but it's cold, it has ice in it, it has a coffee taste, I guess. Normally I would say that's terrible, it's 4 out of 10, but given the day I had, it is a wonderful tasting beverage. So let's continue on our list. So Atlas Hanover, try to get him squared around. Greatest ending, I believe Mark said qualifying next week. And this is a 149, 150 pacer. You're not just going to qualify him and say, "Oh, there he is again." No, it takes time. Qualify him and get a couple of races into him. We'll get him back. The good news is he'll be fresh for the fall into the winter, right? And that's what happens sometimes. You take something like a foot getting blown apart, or you remember when Stay Close had that eye that we had to tend to and he missed time. We put weight on him. He's a better horse for it. Greatest ending, he missed the toughest part of the summer. Hopefully we can find a soft spot in this fall and in the winter and get this horse going, right? That's the plan. So take the old adage, take lemons and make lemonade. Well, we're trying to make some lemonade with this guy, and it's not the end of the world. He didn't get injured, hurt. He's not it's not something terrible. It's something that will help him down the road is what we've done. HL Baloo racing on Tuesday. I don't know about HL Baloo. No idea. We'll see how he races on Tuesday, and then we'll talk about him. How the hell, I said in another video how proud I was of this horse this week. I've gone to bat for him time and time again since he came back because I want to see the horse do good. It just felt like he just couldn't put it all together. He's certainly putting it all together now. Tim's done a great job with this horse. He looked great this week and felt great. First time we ever raced him in belly band hobbles. We're going to start letting them out, and the goal obviously would be to get the hobbles back off of him altogether. He looked very sound the other day. Very, very happy with what I saw from how the hell. I forbid you a winner this week. Happy with the way she raced too. She raced well. J.K. Mickey Mantle, I just talked about him a minute ago. Very proud of what this horse has done. He looked great. He looked great today. Chris Lems did a tremendous job, and the horse looked very, very good today racing. J.K. Victory again. I believe that's his younger brother. No, it could be. No, it'd be his older brother. His older brother was the winner in that race. Now, not many of you know that, maybe, but J.K. Little Rocket Man and J.K. Victory are brothers. And Little Rocket Man put it on him the other day. Not his cup of tea. 26.55. No. He's more 26.53 and a piece 54. That's how he likes to race. He stepped on it in the last turn and he just didn't have it coming home. Fourth, close again, piece 50 and a piece, race good, but not the way he likes to race. Looks like money. We're going to take him down. He's actually going to go on a little truck ride down to Southern Ohio to get that lesion treated up. There's some special magical medical treatment. I shouldn't say the word magical. Don't expect him to come back any earlier. He needs time off. But this should help heal it properly. We don't want a bunch of scar tissue in there. So this is supposed to help him. Don't text me and say, what's the magic treatment? I don't know what the hell it is. I can't think of it off the top of my head, and I have it somewhere. Anyway, it's supposed to help. He'll spend 3 weeks in Southern Ohio. I thought he'd be spending 3 weeks in Southern Ohio racing in the stake races in Southern Ohio. Instead, he's going there to mend up. But nevertheless, all this is pointing towards us getting our horse back in top shape for next season. Renegade Gypsy raced great last week, was a winner. I don't think he's in. I didn't see him in. If he is, my mistake. I didn't see him in tonight. I'm sure he'll be in soon. Resolute Bay, I thought the horse looked fantastic jogging the other day on the track. Be nice to get some of these trotters back in fine form right in the fall and winter where they did a lot of their damage last year also. Serious Dragon, our newest horse. I like what I saw from him, having him touched up by the vet here. Might train him Tuesday before he takes his ride to Ontario. Train him at Northfield Park, see how he feels. Good looking horse, I like this guy. Yo Mister looked great last week. He's not going to go this week. I imagine he'll surface somewhere. Who knows where she'll surf? We went to a fair. We went to the Red Mile. Maybe he'll go. When's the Elite Lob? I don't know where we're going to race him or what we're going to do. People have to remember too. It's not like I get on the phone on Monday morning and say, "Okay, Stacy, I want this horse entered here." No, we send our horses to competent people. I have dialogue and discussion with them. These are very smart and competent trainers. They know what they're doing, and clearly that goes without saying. Last week, great heads-up play by Stacy, putting the horse in to go at the fair and setting the track record with him. So, Locatelli looks good too. He's back jogging, looks great. Can't wait to see him firing on all cylinders again. No free lunch races again tonight, coming off a big win last week and looked very, very good doing it. B. Lisa, don't jump over her. Think of Galaxies was a winner. Probably one of our most lucky purchases we've made in a long time. We paid a lot of money for Patrick. We paid good money for Sintra, even though he was worth way more after we got him than what we paid for him. We still paid decent money for Sintra, right? Greatest ending. All our best horses, we paid good money for them. We were very lucky with Think of Galaxies. What a beautiful mare she's turned out to be. A winner in the Open again the other day, 150-2. Now that's 150-2 on a half. 150-1 at the Meadows and 150-2 at the Meadows. She has been absolutely lights out for us since purchasing her, and very, very, very lucky to have her. B. Lisa, nothing like Think of Galaxies. She's okay. She's an okay filly. I was not happy with the way the mare raced the other day. Really let go on the end of it. So I'm hoping that she comes forward this week, looking for an improvement for her for her this week. Oakwood Cowboy injured his eye a little bit. I think we're just going to take this time, clean up his eye, give him time off, and try and reset this horse. He has been an abysmal purchase for us. But again, another horse, has talent, has speed, already taken a mark at 52.5, not lame, not sick, doesn't bleed, doesn't tie up. There's no reason for this horse not to come back around. We just have to find the right spot, right time to get it done. Okay, moving on. I'm sorry if I skip over a horse. The way the lists are set up with the aged horses, there's brood mares in there, and sometimes I forget a horse and jump over one by accident, so I apologize if I do. Stay close. That's 2 wins, a second, and a beaten up 5th in the 4 starts back over in the States. He was good the other day, not nearly as good as he was in 52, but the good news is I know exactly what needs to be done with him. I talked to Tim after. I've seen this before with him. His knees bother him a little bit, and his left foot just bothers him, aches him a little bit, so we just need to work on that. Probably need to get him shod this week also. I think you're going to see the Stay Close and Win in 52 show up this week at the Meadows, if I was to guess. Kings County was very good. Has he been better? Yes, he's been better in the past, but he was very good again the other night, and very happy with him. Quan Blue Chip didn't get a chance to race this week, so the plan is to race him at Scioto. Whoa, they moved the 20 back to Thursday at the Meadows. I believe Tim is going to enter him in the 20 at the Meadows. If he doesn't get in, he'll be entered at Scioto. We'll get him in to go. I trained him in 57 the other day at the Meadows. I thought the horse looked great. I was really, really happy with him. He is a nice horse. A little kick to him on the end of it. Some class in there. I like him. Can't wait to race this guy. White Tigers racing on Monday. He's been racing good. I hope he continues to race good. Delicious Stone was very good the other day, 3rd again. I see him continuing to get better. So hopefully we continue on that trend with this guy. Patrick DePrano was fantastic today. Swept the field, winning 50-3 at the Meadows, and looked very good doing it. Just a great job by Chris Lamps. I'm so happy that he came over to drive the horses. He did a tremendous job for us today at the Meadows. Per Lucky is racing tomorrow in Minnesota. Now Minnesota closes in a week or 2. I suspect Per Lucky will just head right out, just everywhere. You know, have harness, will travel, will race anywhere. He races everywhere. Just a really, really, really classy horse. He'll likely go see James Eaton again in Illinois. Be a good spot for him. Took a dive off Dipper, is out there right now. He'll likely stay out there with Jim and race for the meet at Hawthorne. We might send him out another horse, maybe Atlas or Sintra or somebody. We'll see how Sintra is. He's going to have a couple of weeks off. Harry got some work done to him. Left hind ankle was bothering him a little bit. We'd ended up injecting it. Used a little cortisone, but because we used cortisone, we have to give him a couple of weeks off, that withdrawal period from racing. So Sintra, we hope to see him come back to life here in the coming weeks in Ontario. If he doesn't, we are getting into the fall now. We have options to move him. He can go somewhere else. As I said to Harry, I know I'm sure it's pretty upsetting when the horses just don't perform the way you want them to, and then somebody keeps moving them out. We're going to continue to move horses into Dominic, into Harry, into Mario. Make sure that they have horses for the fall. And if the horses over there aren't doing, use our latitude in the way that we can maneuver our horses around. Get them somewhere else. Get them where they're going to be a little more useful in the here and now. So with that, I'm going to let you go. It's dark now. I'm going to continue on my way to Canada. I will be there in the next hour and a half or so. I want to get the 3-year-olds done, the 2-year-olds done, and then your videos will be done for the weekend. Take care.